Sorry, that just get me pumped. They get me hyped. Especially when, my girl dancing for me at the club. Like, dang, she be getting it in.
Okay.
Get hit with that unicorn.
She be getting it in. And the next thing you know, I wake up after, being unconscious from the unicorn, and I see Dr. Umar talking about, are you dancing with them snow bunnies? It's like, oh man, I'm not trying to get hit on the radar. But I love when they be dancing. I'm just sorry, they be getting it in. Like, you go, girls. You go. I may have to make a part 3. A little bit more dancing. Just a little bit more. So, hello, friends. Since we're at Super Bowl weekend, I figured I'd go ahead and break out representation. Make sure y'all understand what should have been, could have been, is not, but still, represent for my MVP, Big Lamar Jackson. We are the Saturday Night Wrestlemaniacs.
Doggone well they wasn't gonna have Detroit and Baltimore in Las Vegas. Las Vegas be done ran out of ostrich shoes and Easter suits by the time the weekend over.
Hey, at least DC's not there. Shoot, I don't even think Vegas is ready for a go-go takeover. It's like, God dang, people, every daggone vendor that be normally playing on the street be pissed. Like, how you taking our gimmick? So, going back to, well, first of all, we don't even know what the heck go-go is. Let's just clear that. Is it a person, a place, or a thing?
But it's all 3.
You said what?
It's all 3.
See? That's what a DC person would say. I don't even understand how your Southern behind even came up with the lips to move to be able to speak that. That's KG's line.
Go-go is a living organism of its own.
Yep. That repeats
it's a planet.
Over and over and over and over. Isn't that right, KG?
No, it's really not, but okay.
It is, man.
Oh, but it's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator.
Hey, man. That just beat out Paul Heyman. Oh my God. He just beat out Paul Heyman. I need that on AKG. I need that on Luke. Oh, wait a minute. He doing the Prince Nana. Oh, snap. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, if there's ever a mark out moment, you know who we are. And, just that level of enjoyment right there. We will probably never, ever see that again. But I will probably watch this. This will be my favorite episode. I don't know about you, KG, but we just made history.
Hey, this got to rank up there with the breast milk episode.
Yeah.
Already, we only 5 minutes in.
All we need is a split screen of Paul Heyman doing John Cena and James doing the percolator, and followed by the Prince Nana. Then we're, man, that's all we need. If you could make that happen on an Instagram loop or some crap like that.
Yeah, I'd rather see that and see them babies on there dancing you got on there.
Hey, don't hate on my girls, okay? Pimping ain't easy. Speaking of pimping, what you wearing? What you drinking? What you smoking for Black History Month?
Well, since Valentine's Day is on its way, I figure I'd send a message.
To who?
To all the ladies out there. Hello, ladies.
You're not going to finish the rest of that?
No.
Wait, hold on. I'm a spokesperson for the Nubian Sumo. He like to interest you ladies in a mutual fund. It's up more than it's down, and he guarantees there will be no early withdrawals.
The ladies call me Fred Flintstone because I can make their bed rock.
I'm so glad you're dipping into your pal penis. But go ahead and what you were doing, sir.
Today, Nubian Sumo is being powered by the Cusano Maduro. Cusano being a product of Davidoff. And if anybody knows anything about the Davidoff Cigar Company, you know that they have sponsorships with Jay-Z, with the Zeno Platinum cigar, as well as comedian Ron White. Now, and also for those little throwback, little something for the did you know? The Davidoff Cigar Company is also the same Davidoff that created Cool Water Cologne.
Really?
Yes.
Dang, that is a little. Did you know? You over there dropping
And
gems tonight?
for Black History Month, we're going back to the Burrow Brothers whiskey. These are the Yarborough Brothers out of Louisville, Kentucky, black-owned company that has come out with their 80 proof, 82 proof whiskey.
You add a little something special.
Very light, little something light tonight, you know. But we may be double dipping tonight, so we'll you never know. We may
have something special.
We may have something going on a little later. Little teaser for you, you know.
Stay tuned. Be ready. So you got me. We just heard from the Sumo. And somewhere out there in podcast land, he may show up. I don't know. He's like Sting. He may drop in and drop out. We got the big guy, KG. What it do now?
What's up, Rod?
Please tell me you saw your boy and his percolator. Please tell me you caught that.
He probably did, and looking at me like, what in the world is wrong with that dude today?
I don't know, but yeah, I need a replay on that. But KG, you said you got something special for us?
I do. Today, if you paid attention to anything over the last 365, especially the unveiling of championship belts, you know what today is. Today is the Sideline Junkies official 6th anniversary. We broadcast our first show, our first official show 6 years ago today. We've grown in number, and the community, the family has gotten bigger, and it's beautiful. Man, shout out to everybody. I named everybody in the Facebook post that, you know, has come in and filled in and, you know, did spots and just like gave their all, and they made the product even better. So I remember we went to hoping to have guests, to having guests that, you know, just like show up and just fill in, just they jump right in. I told Perry Thursday night, we did NBA trade deadline, and I told Perry Thursday night, he said, "Nah, this y'all house, man. I'm just a guest." And I said, "You lost that guest tag a long time ago. You get to go in the kitchen and open the refrigerator and get stuff and cook. So you can't use that guest tag no more." You know,
I don't know why Perry been on this show so many times. He already got a drawer in the dresser. He got closets. I don't know what he's talking about. Got his toothpaste in the gimmick and everything.
He come to stay the weekend. He ain't got to bring no clothes. So
yeah, I know, right?
You know, and it's beautiful. And I gotta say that because without the listens, the streams, without the people, this wouldn't be the People's Podcast. So it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. And I just want to say happy anniversary to you, gentlemen. Happy anniversary to the rest of the Sideline Junkies, everybody out there in podcast land. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Thank you.
Anchor, Stitcher, podcast,
Yeah,
Podtail.
All the tails.
Yep.
don't forget the People's Choice favorite, Owltail.
Yep.
Owl tail, yeah.
I ain't seen a piece of that. Actually, I wonder that's where my girls came from. Because we do see a little bit of tail on the first dancer. Just saying. She could be product of Owl Tail. Mystery solved. But yes, definitely congratulations.
Damn shame.
In order. You want to see it again? You want to see her again?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I mean, this is a celebratory song. I'm just saying. But either way, thank you, KG.
If you want to put up something, I mean, put up. You got them right. You got the ones I want to see right there at your fingertips. So yeah, you want to show me something? You know what to show me.
You want me to show you something?
Show me something.
You want to see?
I want to see something. I want to see something.
You don't want
I want to see something.
You don't want none of that.
What? I want all the smoke. I provide my own smoke. There you go.
There you go.
Now we cooking with gas.
There you go.
Thank you.
You happy now?
Ecstatic.
That's for KG since you feel bad. There you go. You good now? You gonna be able to handle it?
No, I'm good now. Yeah, I'm straight.
All right, one more for the road. There you go. Give him about extra.
Yeah, I'm good and straight.
All right, so let's give him something else to talk about. We make this whole show based off of foremost because we're gonna talk about the press conference. Got a question about Gunther versus Truth. What the hell's going on with Money in the Bank? Don't understand it, but definitely get your Black French on in Black History Month. Take the time to just go out there and sip a little something. Maybe a little something extra special coming, but we're going to take this show on the 10th to celebrate a Black podcast with a Black drink, a Black t-shirt worn by James, Black quarterback, KG's Black background, and my Black ass. So, press conference. Last week we had questions about exactly where it's going to go with this Cody and Rock and Roman and Seth. And then we go into the press conference and come out with a lot of rumors and innuendos and possibilities leading to the Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia, and how we could have a tag match potentially and possibly the story could be finished at WrestleMania. Nothing's official. And what I mean by that is it doesn't matter how many things that they promote and that they say it's going to be what it's going to be. This year is so in flux compared to traditional WrestleMania years where we walk out of the Royal Rumble and the champion is the champion. They're riding that wave all the way up, doing press and everything else. And it's just jockeying for position for any other belts outside of the heavyweight championship. Now, this year we've got, 4 opportunities, 4 scenarios, 2 belts, and an interesting road to WrestleMania that I think they're going to keep milking instead of just coming with a definitive, here you go. But to slap around the world instantly, and I don't know if you guys thought about it, the moment The Rock slapped Cody, I instantly thought, has he been talking to Will Smith? That's the first thing that came to my mind because it just came out of nowhere. Out of everything, if he would have spit in his hand and did the normal Rock thing, it wouldn't have hit me. But he just came out there with the Will Smith special, and Cody took it just like the Oscars. I'm like, man, I've seen this gimmick before. So tell me what you guys thought.
Cody did a little bit more than Chris Rock did.
Yeah, but he ain't, he took it, but there was no fisticuffs after that. He just bucked up.
It would have been if they had been held back, but
But given a grace of salt because he is an athlete and a sports entertainer and a wrestler, so it's expected to be a little bit more physicality. But just out of nowhere, for real, for real, that's what you did, So, what's your thoughts?
Well, first of all, did you notice the little throat chop that The Rock gave Roman?
Yeah.
On the bill on the PowerPoint presentation. Did you notice that?
Yeah, that was some
on the PowerPoint presentation where he said Roman Reigns' name. It was Roman Reigns' name, but on the point where it said Rock's name, it said High Chief Sci-Fi or whatever it said, but it said High Chief.
Right.
So I thought that was interesting. And then but see, at the very beginning when Triple H came out and he was cutting his promo, and he based his whole promo off of WrestleMania 1, and he started talking about Orndorff and Piper versus Hogan and Mr. T.
You had that feeling, huh?
Yeah, that was a little giveaway.
Right.
And then for them to come out like they did in the slap and whatever, and then for Big E to come out and be like, "Oh well, this must be a tag. This is probably going to be a tag." Yep. And then the face he made like, "Oh, wait a minute, I probably shouldn't have said that." So yeah, it's like I said last week, and I had a partner of mine, Ethan, a partner of mine named Ethan went to college with. He's down with Perry, he's down with Rob the Actual. He knows Raj and everything. We all were hanging out with each other in college. He called me after the press conference and was calling me the Cody Crybaby. He said I'm a Cody Crybaby, which I will be. I will be that. I own up to that. I was like, look, I'm a Rhodes fan in wrestling. I'm an Earnhardt fan in NASCAR. I chose between East Coast, West Coast. I chose when it was Latifah and MC Light. I made a choice. I made a choice when it was between Michael Jackson and Prince. I made a choice. So I made a choice.
That's how your choice is. Who was your choice? Light or Latifah?
Latifah.
Okay. And Prince or Michael?
Prince.
Okay. Just wanted to know your stance. We're not going to get into it because we know how it goes sometimes.
If the Midnight Rider was here, he'd be going off right now that you said Prince.
I'm sure. I get a lot of people to say that, but hey, me and Prince were born on the same day, so no winning when it comes to me on that one. But yeah, I mean, I made a choice. I told him I made a choice, and that's it. I want to see Cody in this position. Regardless of how it comes out, I just want to see him, run his course, rather than have somebody, some part timer, come in here and gum up the works. That's just me. So just like I said last week, and now I have to change it because of what's happened. It's going to come out one or two ways, but actually it can still come out the same way, because my prediction is, and it's going to stay that way, that when the smoke clears, when everything comes to an end, and we get to that Monday night after WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes is going to have 2 belts on his shoulder.
Okay. That is a possibility. Now, time-wise, when would that be is the question, because we talked about that last week. Is it Mania, or is it the Raw after Mania, or the Raw after SummerSlam? KG, we know you were foaming at the bit, but before you go there, there is apparently a PSA from Raj asking everybody to go and watch Freaknik, so that way we can look for him to make sure that he is definitely in there on Peachtree Road.
Well, I'm going to say this to anybody that's listening. Anybody that knows me, if I look at that documentary and I see one of y'all, you know you're catching it, right?
Hey.
I'm
Make
saying,
sure.
and if you see me, bring it.
All I gotta say is, if you can see it before I do, James, and we see some fellow zone heads, some members of that ATL 3030 Peachtree family, make sure you let me know.
No, I will.
I'll be like, hey,
I will.
I mean, we already got one adult celebrity from back in the day that was up in there, but you know, there could be more. Apparently, we'll see. Woo, Lord, we'll see. That was a time and a place. I can tell you, a time and a place. Hercules. Yep, there'll be a lot of marriages broken up that day. I thought you said I was the only one. Yeah, now.
But no, think about all the kids that are in school right now, kindergarten to 12th grade, and that documentary comes out, and these kids go to school and be like, I seen your mama. I seen your mama on top of that doing this like this, hands like this.
Miss Jenkins.
Or the teacher. Oh, that'd be even worse, the teacher.
Ms.
Oh my goodness.
Principal so-and-so. I see
Miss Jenkins. I see you in the booty shorts, Miss Jenkins.
like Principal Smith. I didn't know you was in a 2 Live crew. Oh man. Woo, daddy. That's gonna be something right there.
This is actually the worst nightmare for a lot of people.
Oh, grandma, yeah, that's gonna be more crucial.
Grandma, you talk about great grandmas now. You got kids having kids at 15 and whatnot. You got great grandmas at 60.
Megan Thee Stallion's gonna be jealous. She'll be like, man, I wish I had knees like they did back then, because they was doing that stuff on a moving vehicle. Come on now. Man, god dang. Yep. So only thing they did not have back then, which would have been great, is some black French down below Fort Most. So you know, that would have turned it up. So if it come back, just make sure you go ahead and use our tag right there so we can save some money and go down there well equipped to impregnate half the world again. So KG, I believe it was your turn to talk about your impression of the press conference.
I think this is one of those things where you had to listen to your fan base. And I think that's what they did. I think they listened to the fan base on this one, how everybody was complaining about it. But to hit a rock, pretty much son Roman Reigns was crazy.
It wasn't pretty much. Roman was in his place.
Yeah, he sunned him. He sunned him in every way, shape, or form of the word. And that was literally crazy to see. But Perry said something on Thursday, and I said I'm gonna keep an eye on it and I'm gonna keep looking. He made a good point. He said after all is said and done, expect Triple H to be relieved of his duties. He said Triple H will not make it through all of this unscathed, per se.
I hope not. I hope that's not the case, because if Tripp goes, you leave Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
That's quite a few. I think the uproar of that, if Trips has to go, only reason why he would have to go would be because of him having any knowledge of what Vince was doing. Because, you know, if we were doing it like a political poll, he's polling high, you know. So it's not like he's got a disapproval rating or anything like that that is just so abysmal that you got to get rid of him. Trips is polling high, for lack of a better term. And if you guys disagree with me, let me know. So if he's got the people in his pocket and everybody's been wanting a Triple H run regime, to take him out of that, I think would be crazy. Because he hasn't done anything wrong.
Do you think it would be Shawn Michaels taking over, or do you think it would be somebody like maybe Bruce Pritchard?
Well, I don't think Bruce is going to make this out unscathed either.
Yeah, I think he has something to do with a lot of stuff too.
So, he's just been quietly running under the radar. So is Michael Hayes, been quietly running under the radar right now. So I don't know who they would appoint as the head of talent relations and, day-to-day operations. I saw a couple tweets that maybe Stephanie's coming back, since they were talking about the authority and stuff like that. But I don't know if she would really want to be associated, because Triple H has plausible deniability. He's got a persona, Triple H. He's got the second persona, Paul Levesque. But nowhere in there is the word McMahon. Stephanie comes back, you have another McMahon always being mentioned in the mix. And they're trying to distance themselves from that last name right now. Speaking of which, speaking of McMahon's, quick plug, you saw that Shane's son is going to be playing for your school out there in North Carolina, right?
Tar Heel!
So I don't know if you caught on to that, but I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not a hater.
Now, I don't know about that number one. He going to be our quarterback? I got to find out.
I don't know about that, but I just saw that yesterday. Shane O'Mac looking pretty swole still, but pumped. So it says something positive coming out from the male side of the McMahon situation at this moment. But I think.
But let me put this at you though. Mm-hmm. If they go outside, who you think would be a candidate for them to bring from the outside?
Honestly.
So there's a free agent out there right now that could probably fit the bill if they decided to go that direction.
Who you thinking? I would rather be internal, but there's only one name that I would want to do it. I don't know if he would want to do it, because that's going to pull him out of pocket from the current scheme of things. But after Mania, he could, and that'd be Paul. The only person internally, I think, that could get a higher positivity rating than Triple H instantly would be Paul, because he's got the track record with SmackDown. SmackDown wouldn't exist at this level to be able to be on USA, very soon, if it wasn't for what Paul did during the Attitude Era, with something that they didn't even care about until they made it to where they had no choice but to care about it, because the B show, as it was called back then, was beating the A show without even factoring in WCW. This was just the internal war. So I think Paul Heyman would be the guy if he wanted to step away and elevate to the next level of his career at his age. But who were you thinking?
But once the bloodline is broken up, then
that's what I'm saying. After Mania, it could set up that way, but it would still be, hey, do you want to, go into this role, which is going to pull you off TV heavily to be able to set things up?
I don't think he cares about being on TV. He would probably do that. He'll probably do that, and I wouldn't mind seeing that, actually.
Right.
But my idea or my thought process was moving along towards Scott D'Amore.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. But, externally, yeah, because he wouldn't mind being a figurehead and being visible. And as it stands right now, we still don't think he's done anything wrong. Because I still don't understand why.
No, he just got into an argument with the wrong guy.
Yeah, but that's still stupid. Still stupid. Why? Like they see him punked him. In truth, you kind of paint him in the door that he's having an argument, and then now you want to get rid of him. He's a problem. Makes no sense. But yet he's responsible for your future and the potential that you could have. Now, the the new guy, I don't even know who he is, at a level of comfort. And I don't watch TNA that much, but I trust Scott's decision making, with the exception of not bringing back the 6-sided ring. But that's just a personal thing for me.
Nobody
if you go all the way, go all the way. Huh?
But you. Nobody wants a 6-sided ring but you and Triple
I
A.
just said it was a personal thing with me. So, Raj has a little bit of extra detail. He said they playing on 9/15, and his son is
that's right.
running back.
My alma mater does play Carolina for our money game this year. So we'll be able to see. I should, if I get to go to that game, I'll be able to see Shane Jr. directly.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's gonna be at Carolina.
I wonder how much draw he'll be. You think a lot of people?
I don't know. I mean, you may get a lot of wrestling fans. I mean, McMahon is from Greenville.
Yeah.
Vince is from Greenville. He got a lot of family. Apparently he still has a significant amount of family in North Carolina still.
His son will be the richest one on the team.
Oh, no doubt.
So,
without an NIL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even need that. Like, as soon as he getting some.
Right.
Like they might shoot. You have to have that conversation. Hey, son, I know the doors of the world, well, the legs of the world are gonna be open, but you ain't got to stop at everyone. So, just stay focused on school.
My thing is this: is he gonna go the usual Carolina route and end up on North Carolina Central's campus? Because all Tar Heel athletes love the chocolate.
Gotta be some diversity. I don't know if he's ready for that. That'll shut him down. Gotta be a misunderstanding.
I mean,
horses right there.
Carolina Chapel, like right next door. They only like 5 minutes apart, 5-10 minutes apart.
Come Christmas time, this is my girl Bianca.
Yeah, can you imagine by his junior year, he come home for Christmas.
Life change.
I'm that baby Pamper.
like I went to Space Mountain, but whew,
hey Vince,
like Hershey Park.
Hey granddad, come meet your new grandchild.
Well,
why does he look like a R-Truth?
I can see Vince now.
Is R-Truth that baby's father?
Like, oh man, I have to go Democrat now. That'd be funny.
All right, fellas, let me jump out of here. I gotta go get myself some meds and get myself.
No, wait a minute. Did you? Was that everything you wanted to say? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know how James is. He started talking about his school and stuff. I'm passionate.
That just keep my eye out for what Perry said, because one thing about Perry, he not gonna miss. He not gonna miss at all. So think about it. Triple H out. Just watch out for it and watch for the handwriting on the wall. And also, I love how backstage they had Triple H doing an interview, and The Rock came back and was like, "Yeah, don't have him talking about our family like that." And this is family business, and that's this, that, and the third. And I was like, "Yeah, I really like that," because here's something, and then I'm done. I tried to explain to the boss, BJ. He was like, "They're killing this. They're running this into the ground with the storyline." And I said, "B, you got to realize people have been clamoring for this Roman versus Dwayne match for 2 years. Now all of a sudden you get it and you don't want it. It's like you've been asking for CM Punk to come back for so long. You get it and now you don't want it. If that's how you feel, okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but don't act like you didn't want this." So all of those people that are crying about it, The Rock's taking over. He's coming in, putting his boot on everything, and he's messing this up. This is a storyline you asked for. Remember that.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's the timing thing that's bothering everybody. I mean, it's the same thing that happened with Daniel Bryan. Okay, everybody they was setting up Daniel Bryan. They had Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble. He was supposed to go into the match, into the WrestleMania and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, here comes Batista, and they turned the match into a three-way match. Why? What was the point? What was the purpose of Batista coming into the picture? You know,
Well,
it's the same. It's the same. It's his history repeating itself.
but whenever WWE does something, we always talk about them not having their finger on the pulse and not listening to the fan base. They listen to the fan base, now the fan base and turned on.
It's the timing of it, though. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's the timing of it. If they were gonna do this, first of all, that match should have happened 2 years ago.
Yeah, and they wouldn't give it to it, but he was doing. Rock was doing a movie 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, and now all of a sudden he's not doing anything.
Well, the
Marvel
strike is what
Marvel
really
doesn't want him. Disney doesn't want him. You know, nobody wants to touch him. He done separate himself from Kevin Hart. You know, all he has right now is WWE and that bulljive spring league that he about to start up.
Old Faithful. We talked about that. Was it 4 years ago or something? That when it comes down to it, he needs something. Haku Machente always gonna come back to us.
Right.
We want to put him on the map. One line.
Exactly.
Bad CGI. Now he a billionaire. And then he left. I'm like, what the heck? One line, bad CGI, and you.
The only reason he doing this is to try to promote that UFL. The only reason he's doing this is the timing of it. It's unnecessary. They could have waited till after WrestleMania and did this for SummerSlam.
Yeah, well, the problem, like,
but then he called himself WrestleMania by doing this.
Like I said, he's only a factor to steer away. How much Vinnie Mac conversation have you heard this week?
None.
What? Say it again.
None.
But what have you heard? We want Cody. We might as well just go ahead and throw the old promo, die, Rocky, die.
And somebody brought that up on Twitter. But
all that stuff.
Vinnie
Mac, magically quiet again.
I understand if you don't want The Rock and you have a problem with it. Sending death threats to his daughter, so she deactivated.
Oh no,
that's dirty.
That's extreme. That's a lot extreme.
Because she don't have nothing.
Yeah,
they just trying to make the stretch.
Yeah, she got nothing to do.
The correlation. But she could be injured to where she can't wrestle. We don't know because she hasn't been there, or at least in the forefront that much in the active role. We've seen her pretty much almost for 10 years at just NXT, but with his mom. But we don't know what the backstory is on that. But like I said, The Rock was there because they needed a heavy hitter. If the Vinnie Mac thing wasn't happening, The Rock could have potentially become a member of the board quietly. They would have just shown some pictures, shown the USA Today and Wall Street Journal headline, and that'd have been it. But because they needed a swerve to get everybody to look left, so that way they could go into Mania and everything else and all these dealings, and they could still prove to Netflix, $5 billion or whatever it is that they're getting paid from Netflix, and to say, hey, USA, we still good. Hey, CW, we still good. We're still a powerhouse. We got The Rock. We got, this controversy. We know it's going to cause some problems with Cody, but we're going to put this out there because that's going to get people watching and talking about the brand. We know that, Rhea Ripley is goated, so she's going to do her thing. We don't have to worry about that. They're probably going to do some more moving and shaking with this Bailey thing. And possibly shock the world if they give it to us. I don't know if you guys saw the video. Oh, well, sorry. KG, I know you're about to leave. Before I get to that next part, I do want to say this. You a Triple H guy. If they get rid of Triple H, you know who's going to be right there talking about, well, I noticed you got nothing to do right now, Hunter or Paul. You want to come over to AEW real quick? That will give AEW some street cred.
It would.
because Tony Khan would pay for whatever Motorhead song Triple H wants to walk out to. He would pay that for the licensing fee, so that way Remy could get posthumously a check. So,
but see, that's just it. Triple H got a working relationship with Motorhead. He wouldn't have to pay for anything.
No. He would make sure that they get compensated just because,
Oh yeah.
That's
he would have to, but he would make sure they would. Yeah.
Stroke that check.
You don't think Triple H would want to go out on his own and start something else? Start another company?
Nah. Because if they oust him, he's going to be bitter.
There are rumors. There's rumor and innuendo out there that there are some rumblings about new organizations starting up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that by the time we get there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's on borrowed time, but health-wise and stuff like that, it's almost time for him to just sit back and, just let things go and just watch and be a fan and let the next generation, because he's got daughters that, originally were saying that they wanted to take, especially Aurora, who is not too far away from NXT training time, wanting to be involved in the business and learning how to run a business and things like that. So, to step back is pretty close to where he wants to be. I know Stephanie would prefer that as a wife. And what better opportunity to just be a real EVP in AEW? And then say, hey, by the way, Sean, what you doing? Come on over. Hey, by the way, Kevin, come on over. If they're going to do us like that, okay. Let's show them how it's really done. Let's put this really on the map. Come on now. Now, let that be a Tony Khan major announcement. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, if he wanted to feel froggy, Stephanie McMahon, and Kevin Nash all walk out on Dynamite. That's a new world order.
So the Click take over like the NWO took over TNA.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But taking it over from the back. Stephanie run the women. Let them go ahead.
Pause.
Huh? Ain't nobody pausing. I'm watching that.
You taking it over? You can take it over from the back?
No, I said Steph taking over the women.
No, before that you said taking over from the back.
Oh, sorry. Well, they could be, if that's what go down. But so I just wanted to put that out there to you. That could be a residual from your thing. Your boy's gonna be over there on the other side of the street. WWE gonna have some problems because the recruitment strategy is gonna be strong at that point. People not renewing their contracts. Like, we gonna be loyal to Triple H because he ain't never let us down. We don't know these fools in charge. Just roll on over there, and then AEW finally has the one thing that is causing them issues right now. They can't shake it. He's having trouble with it, and that is star power. I don't watch it now because, I know who some of these people are, but it's, their main events is like, really? We've A, seen this before in this promotion, and B, I don't care. But you give me some star power?
I don't know, man. That's where the Hangman match was epic.
You said which one?
Swerve Hangman match, that number 3 was nice. I'm sorry.
But they just proved my point.
As far as I'm concerned,
they got great chemistry, but I've seen it twice. I know what the finish is. Swerve's going over. So to me,
Swerve didn't go over.
Huh?
It ended in a draw.
Who wins on that?
And now it's a 3-way for Samoa Joe's belt.
Well, that's just sort of way. Well, hopefully they give it to Swerve, but if not,
I hope so too.
Joe's gonna walk.
But I would be mad if Joe skipped it. I don't want to see Hangman get it though.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I didn't like Hangman having the belt, but that's just me.
Yeah, I was right there with you. They did what they had to
jump
do.
on out of here, fellas.
All right, KG.
I'll be in the comments.
All right, man.
All right.
But Yeah, that's the one thing AEW will gain is star power. They could take that and then go into, Trick Williams and other people that, could be brought over from Sean. They could really have the draw to get people there. So I don't know. But one thing that could come out of this is we've got the major plot for 2 nights of WrestleMania. Because people are going to want to see. That's why I think they're going to draw this out on, what's going to be night 1, what's going to be, night 2, how they're going to make this happen. But now they've got to give us another, well, if we call those 2 matches, maybe 30 minutes, so it's an hour. So we still got about maybe 8 to 10 hours to fill up between 2 nights. So the Bailey EO thing, I think it's going to work itself out. I wouldn't be surprised if Dakota Kai tries to turn on Bailey at some point, and then Bailey's out there by herself, maybe with Sasha Banks, maybe without. We'll find that out. Rhea Ripley is looking like she's going to face Becky. So that's there. Unless, Bianca Belair somehow becomes involved again. We'll figure that out. But what I really want to know is if you got a chance to see just that quick little teaser that they were doing between Gunther and R-Truth. Did you see that quick little video on Twitter?
No, I didn't see the video on Twitter.
Or whatever, but it's going out there where he was pretty much hitting with the 5 moves of doom, hitting You Can't See Me, and the crowd was popping, and Gunther sold it perfectly. Got the 5-knuckle shuffle, rolled out the ring.
We're talking about?
Say it again.
This part of the new speed thing they were talking about?
No, this was just a dark match.
Oh, okay. Because you remember what they said about speed, right?
Yeah,
WWE speed.
Little matches.
5 minutes on Twitter or X or whatever they're going to be doing.
No, so, I haven't seen the full match, but this was just a clip from everywhere that I've seen of just something that happened. But the pop from the fans was just going nuts. So, do you think that this would be something that would be pretty cool to see at WrestleMania and possibly for R-Truth, just for the story building, to beat Gunther and bring the Intercontinental Championship to the Judgment Day?
No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Not at WrestleMania. They may do that. They may do that with another pay-per-view, maybe a pay-per-view before something between now and SummerSlam, but they won't do that for WrestleMania. No.
Then Cody aside, they normally have at least 2 good face feel-good moments. So if we pull the Cody one out, we need one more good face win. I don't think Bailey is at the level unless we start getting her jumped and getting attacked and really letting the odds be on her so heavy that when she wins, that is a payoff. I don't know if we have enough time in these 8 weeks or so to get there, if we're just keeping it to one show. So, like I said, Dakota's, she's got to turn quick, and it's just got to be something. So I don't think that's the big guaranteed, super pop. I think R-Truth winning the IC championship could be a thing. And it may not be a clean win from the Truth standpoint. It could be an accidental situation where, he's fighting Gunther. You got Imperium that comes out. But you actually got Damian Priest that may come out because he is representing the Judgment Day. And Damian Priest takes care of Imperium. The other members of Judgment Day come out, male members come out. And, they're like, Damian, what are you doing? This fool just needs to stop. Gunther gets distracted. R-Truth hits his finish and then somehow becomes champion. So it's not going to be a clean, but he will become champion.
I see your point. I see that happening with him and Miz going after the tag belts.
Nah, I think that.
But I think right now they're gonna try to push Jey Uso and Gunther.
I mean, that would be cool too, but here's what I'm trying to angle towards. Damian Priest becoming the Intercontinental Champion. And this would give R-Truth the out on the Judgment Day. Because Truth wins the belt, Priest grabs the mic and tells him to lay down so that way he can get pinned for the Intercontinental Championship. And Truth, not wanting to do it, but he's like, look, if you're a team player, do it. And he lays down and does it. And that gets rid of the Money in the Bank. He becomes the IC champion because he knows his time is limited because you got The Rock and everything else. You might as well just stop this. And then R-Truth, he's just like, look, dog, I can't be a part of this Judgment Day thing anymore. I became champion. I worked all my life. John Cena would be disappointed in what I did. Lil Jimmy was mad at what I did. I'm out, dog. You ain't got to jump me out. I'm just going to walk out. And that ends that whole Judgment Day thing. Because if there's no true payoff, then, that's just my thought on how we can get, that cash in done. Truth can get another one under his belt. And the reason why I also bring this up is Truth is not taking a loss by any means in this because technically, and I'm going to read you the stats, the Truth is the most decorated champion in WWE history. I don't know if you saw that, but here's where Truth is.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. It's propaganda, but go ahead.
It's true. Two-time hardcore champion.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's
but
true.
Go ahead.
One-time tag team champion with Kofi. Two-time U.S. champion. 54-time 24/7 champion for a total of 59-time champion. But notice what's not in that mix. The IC belt. And the heavyweight championship from WWE. But this is all WWE stuff. So if we count what he did out there in TNA, that would give him a heavyweight championship. But he still doesn't have the working man's belt.
They give him 2 heavyweight championships and about 3 or 4 tag titles.
Well, yeah, true.
He had the TNA tag titles with Road Dogg on a few occasions.
That's right. So, yeah. So that put him.
And if I'm not mistaken, he was a Legends champion too.
65, almost 70 time. But that would give him the belt. Just a thought. Like I said, I'm just, throwing something out there into the ether. That'd be cool to see. But the crowd interaction when he wins will blow the roof off. And then it would take that reaction and take the breath from everybody the moment he lays down, and history repeats itself from, some good old WCW times. And he lays down and gives up the belt. So you got him, and then you took it away. And one thing WWE is all about is playing with the folks' emotions, being able to control that environment at that level. You could do anything. He could become R-Truth at that point. Instead of it being, the jester, we could finally get, who we really want to see in the WWE. So, who knows? KG just popped in.
Sounds good.
I don't know. Sounds good. Just a thought. But off of that video, it looked rather interesting.
They've made him the clown for so long. I mean, and we will unless he leaves the WWE, we will never see Ron the Truth Killings again.
I don't know.
And even if he leaves, he probably won't go anywhere else. So
if he's done, he's going to go to the Hall of Fame.
I was just watching his match against what's his name? The one he won the belt from the first time.
You talking about TNA?
Yeah. What's the UFC guy, the world's most dangerous man?
Not Shamrock.
Shamrock, yeah, Kim Shamrock. That's who he won it from the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching that match the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, that's the truth. I know. That's my R-Truth."
That's just what KG was talking about, a heel turn. Again, something else to get people to talking about anything other than Vinnie Mac. When's the last time R-Truth has been a water cooler conversation at work? Other than, hey, you seen that video where you got somebody to pop, or where he came in at the wrong time and did the my bad, whatever. When's the last time, R-Truth was just, or Ron Killings was water cooler conversation? Like, that dude looked like he gonna murder somebody. He was serious. It's been a while. And, he still looks the same. So, it'd be like a time capsule, a moment in time. Just why not? That could give him versus, you could do so much with that. Him versus Damian Priest. They could have a program of him trying to win it back. Judgment Day. You could do a really contractual loser leaves Judgment Day. Winner is the head of Judgment Day against Finn Balor. Dominic becomes my slave. You could do so many things with that. Rhea's my mommy. You could really go a lot of places with, that storytelling just to give it something else. But, I'd pay for it. Let me put it that way. If that was something that was to happen, I would be like, I got my money's worth out of that. And that could, again, be something cool for night one, mid-card. Nobody's expecting anything to come of it. Like Gunther's going to win. He's going to beat the brakes out of him. But all that menagerie happens. And then R-Truth is a champion until that cash in. And who knows?
If the contract is in the briefcase.
Again, another layer.
If the contract is in the briefcase, it isn't already signed by Finn Balor.
Right. Which would be loser leaves the Judgment Day, or the winner becomes the head of the Judgment Day. Like I said, there's so many things that could, move and shake with that. Just as a sub storyline that could be out there, for everything that's going on. So, last part of today, because we're at that point where we're going to wrap up, is that Sumo promised he has something special. Something for the masses. I'm curious to find out what that is.
Well, let me get a little last pull of this Burrow Brothers, so we can.
Wait a minute, hold on. Before you hit that, hold the door. Here you go. We'll make sure it's special for you. Woo! He's cleansing the palate. We got to cleanse it. We got to cleanse the mind. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time coming. I've been working on this for a little while now, and it's finally come to fruition. I have acquired some Foremost.
Look at that.
Now, I do have all three bottles. I have the bourbon, and I have the rum. I don't drink rum like that, but because we are pushing this, I've decided to buy some rum from them. And I have this, which is the rye whiskey. And we're going to try the rye whiskey tonight. And we're going to see what's going on with it. So
let's see if I can get this right.
Now, as I've been stating here for the past little bit, Foremost is going through some things right now with Remy Martin. Foremost is trying to get their trademark to include the year 1738, which was the year that Fort Mose was, the city of Fort Mose was founded. Fort Mose being a free slave town in Florida, which is the reason why they gave this the name They gave it. They're going through this lawsuit again with Remy Martin to try to keep the 1738 out of their name because Remy Martin has a 1738 that they have on the market already. And they don't want to get the two brands confused. For some reason, they thought that would happen, but whatever. So I want to put this out here so that y'all can see it, see that we actually have it, that we are actually supporting them other than just pushing them. And that I wanted to let y'all see what's going on with this and get my opinion. That dollar will get you a cup of coffee. But just to see and get my opinion on what's going on with it. Now, like I said, this is the rye. You know how I enjoy a good rye whiskey. So we're going to see what this is talking about. Now, usually when you see somebody swirling like this, you want to see the legs coming down from the glass. This shit kind of gives, it's kind of like the same way you would do a cigar. Once it starts burning, you want to keep the ash on the end of it just to see how long you can make the ash. It shows the construction of the cigar, how well the cigar was made. The legs on this one looks pretty good. Very not really thick, but really thin strands coming down the side of the glass. Very woody. You can catch the oak from the barrel, and you can smell the little char that they did. It wasn't a heavy char, seems to be. Not a very heavy char, probably like between. They usually go between 1 and 5, 5 being the heaviest char, and it looks like they may have gone with maybe a 3 or a 4 on the char on the barrel. Give it a pull. Very light. You catch a lot on the back end of the tongue, right at the back and along the back sides of the tongue. Not necessarily a caramel, but slight caramel in it. You could taste it is real grainy from the rye that they used. It's very good. This is very good. I definitely approve of this. So again, this is the batch 1 of the rye whiskey. This is a 118 proof, but it has no burn. For 118 proof to have no burn like this is very, very, very smooth. So this is one of those. This is one of those that's gonna sneak up on you if you if you one of those that drinks pretty fast. This one will sneak up on you if you're not careful. So yes, this is very good. We will be working with the rum at some point and the bourbon later on. But I definitely wanted to bring that to you all. You definitely want to use the discount code at the bottom of www.buyfortmost.com/discount/Wrestlemaniacs. That'll get you a 10% discount on the on your whole purchase. If you do $150 purchase, then they will give you free shipping. So you want to definitely take advantage of that, especially in these trying times with the lawsuit and just for the fact that it's Black History Month and you're supporting the Black business. So congratulations to Fort Mose for putting out a very good product, and you definitely have a customer in the Nubia Sumo. Cheers.